and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I have a video inspired by Lynn Life's video, which is telling you guys how much I spent on my American Girl dolls. Now, I wanted to make this video because I've had a few people ask, and sometimes when somebody asks a question and you give an answer, it doesn't really give the full picture. For example, when people ask how much I spent on my Nellie or my Cecile, I'll tell them and it can be kind of shocking, but it doesn't give you a full picture because those two dolls are very expensive. And yes, I'm kind of giving a spoiler for this video. I spent the most on my Cecile and Nellie, but I'll tell you the exact amount later. But as you can see here, a lot of the dolls that I've bought, I've got them secondhand, some of them from thrift stores. So I do have a very wide range of prices that I have spent on American Girl dolls. So I thought I would just lay it out here. And I also kind of wanted to make this video because I'm thinking about doing an eBay tips video for how to find good prices on eBay. So this would be like a good part one to that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna start with the cheapest doll that I got and move on to the slightly more expensive. I did not include the dolls that I bought brand new for the regular price, which are mostly dolls from my childhood, so I don't remember the exact amount I spent on them anyways. And of course, prices have gone up in recent years, so buying a doll for 100 US American, I don't know what the Canadian conversion was for it. It's kind of complicated. So I didn't include the childhood dolls because I can't really give an accurate, thing. So first we have Ashlyn, and she is the cheapest official American Girl doll that I have ever bought. I got her at a thrift store, I believe for $2.99, and she came in this Welly Wisher outfit, which included her shoes. She is in very, very good condition, and I got her at a thrift store that usually tends to have cheaper prices. So I mean, I'm still shocked that I got her for $2.99, and she's definitely my favorite Welly Wisher. I'm a huge fan of Willa, and but Ashlyn is probably my favorite, so I'm so glad that I got her out of all the Welly Wishers, and I think they're so cute, and I highly recommend anyone getting them because they are so adorable. Next we have this Hearts for Hearts doll, which I named Bridget or Jenny, I don't know. She's gonna be one of Nellie's little sisters, but I need to find another one. So in the movies, they're both blonde. In the books, one of them has black hair and one of them has red hair, I believe. So I need to find one that matches up. So I don't know which one she's gonna be yet, but she is one of Nellie's sisters. And the reason I included her is I got her for $5.99 at a thrift store, and they are one of the more expensive brands of dolls. And I thought they were retired and didn't make them anymore, but apparently they still do exist. So I did get her because $5.99 is nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty good price. And she's a good friend for Ashlyn, so she's also on my collection. Next we have a doll that none of you guys have met yet unless you follow me on Instagram, and that is my new Maple Leaf girl named Clara. Now, she needs a new wig. That's why I haven't officially introduced her on my channel yet, because I'm gonna buy her a new wig, because this one's kind of well, I have a video of me cleaning her up because she was literally covered in makeup, real makeup. Somebody put real mascara and sparkle eyeshadow all over her and cut her hair and put yellow marker in her hair. And so, yes, this wig is really cute, but it's in horrible condition. So I'm trying to find something similar on Amazon, and so she's not officially announced on my channel yet because she still needs a little bit of work to do, but she's so cute. And I also got her for $5.99, and she's a really cute doll, and she looks really good against my my very first 18-inch doll was Taryn from Maple Leaf Girl, who I still have and still is in my collection, but now Taryn has a friend. And Clara is very girly, and yeah, she loves ballet, and because from the Nutcracker, I named her after the Nutcracker, and she's very girly, as you can see. Next we have Molly, and Molly I got her from a thrift store for $7.99, I believe. So for $8 I got Molly, and she was on my wish list. She was the doll that I wanted next. I either wanted Mary Ellen, or no, I just got Mary Ellen and I was looking for a Molly, and there was a few on eBay that I was almost going to buy, and then I saw her at the thrift store, and I just knew I had to get her. Well, if I saw any American Girl, I would get her. But I got her for $8, and I'm really glad that she was actually a doll that I really, really wanted. She's not in perfect condition, like her wig is a little bit cut, but you can still braid it, and it's in a good enough condition that I'm not gonna replace the wig, and she is a Pleasant Company. I've had a few people ask me, and she is a Pleasant Company doll, and I believe she's from the 90s, because she doesn't have that lip paint anymore. Oh wait, no, that's my other doll. She's from the 90s. I can't remember why I know she's from the 90s, but I know she's from the 90s. Next we have two dolls. Together I have my custom Marta and my Kirsten. So Marta is in Kirsten's stories, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I struggled to come up with a name for my number 20, which is the blonde hair and the gray eyes. So she's gonna be Marta from Kirsten's stories, and then I have my actual Kirsten. So the thing about these dolls is I bought these two dolls for $50 along with an Our Generation doll, so it was a lot, and I was planning on reselling them. But then I changed my mind, so I ended up reselling the Our Generation doll for like $15. So these dolls came up to like $17 each. So that's a really good price if you think about it for a doll. Even, you know, $25 each is a really good price for a doll. And they're really cute. It is the number 20. So Marta, who doesn't have the lip paint, so she's also from the 90s. They're both Pleasant Company dolls, by the way. Next we have my Jonathan, who is my number 77. And he was the first doll that I bought brand new as an adult. All my other dolls have been used and off of eBay or from thrift stores, but I got him for $70 from my local Chapters, which is where you buy them, or Chapters Indigo. That's where you get them here in Canada. And he was on sale, he was on clearance, and originally he was gonna be like $100 and something. The brand new American Girl dolls from Indigo are $139, $140 Canadian. So if you want a brand new brand new American Girl doll, you have to spend $140. And so he was like down to like $100, and I decided to get him. I bring it up to the cash, and they were like, it's $70. So I had some gift cards from Christmas, and so I bought him. Definitely so glad I got him, and he is named after Jonathan from Dracula. And yeah, so I got him for $70, and then I got this little historical outfit with him, which was $50, so he was like $120. We have a doll down. Next we have Nanea, who's kind of hiding behind Jonathan. It's kind of funny. I'm just gonna leave her at this angle because I think it's kind of cute. But we have Nanea, and I got her for a $85 from Facebook Marketplace. She still had her box, her book. She had her complete meat outfit, and even her hair clip. The person did really take care of her. But she just kind of outgrew dolls, so she was getting rid of them, and so I bought Nanea. She was only getting rid of the one. If she had other ones, I probably would have bought them too, but she only had the one listing. So next we have Elizabeth, who was $90. So Nanea was $85, Elizabeth was $90, and that was from eBay, and that includes shipping, import fees, which are a lot when you live in Canada. And so I think she was like $40, and then like $50 was the shipping and the import fees. So I paid like $90 total for my Elizabeth, and she was in really good condition. She came with her dress and her shoes. And so if I'm not getting a doll from like the thrift store for like really, really cheap, and if I am buying them on eBay, I try to make sure that they have their original outfit and as many pieces of their original outfit as possible. She had her shoes, she had the little dress that goes underneath her dress, and she had her pink dress, and she has her pink curls. Her hair is in excellent condition, so I got her for $90. So next we're moving on to the dolls that are on the more expensive side, but I do think a lot of them are really good deals. So we do have Mary Ellen, who is first. I'm just gonna take off her glasses because the glare. Seller said brand new in box. I could tell that she was taken out of the box, but she had all of her pieces except for her hair bow. And she had her accessories. Like, I wasn't tricked at all. Like, even though it said brand new in box, I knew it wasn't technically, but I still got her for $100 or $110, I believe. And that included shipping. So it was free shipping because the seller was in Canada. And if you think about it, you know, a brand new doll is $140, and then accessories would make, it's like $30 on top of that. So it's like $170 for a doll with accessories. So getting her for $110 with her accessories, was a really good deal. So I got her for $110. So she's not like the bestest deal ever. I don't even know if bestest is a word. It wasn't like the best deal ever, but she was a really, really good deal in my opinion, especially she came with her meat outfit and she came with everything. Next we have Felicity, who's in quite rough shape. Her hair is cut, and she does have some issues that the seller did not disclose. So I did have to buy a new wig for her, and I'm planning on re-wigging her soon. Sorry, I don't know if I've shared this on this channel, but I was able to find this wig here, which is very similar, as you can tell, to Felicity's wig. I just kind of bought it on Amazon from one of those sellers. Didn't know if the color would match up, but I thought, oh, close enough. But it's like almost an exact match. I think they're made out of different materials, but the color is pretty similar. I got her for $150, and she needs a lot of work, and I didn't know that at the time. But she did come with her full meat outfit, her red cape, Caroline's pajamas with Caroline's shoes, like the shoes that came with the pajamas, then all of her books. So, and she came with her shoes, and she came with some tights and some bloomers, which do not belong to her, but I use them for other characters, and they're not official American Girl, but I still use the tights. So anyway, she came with a lot of stuff for $150, and again, it was from eBay for the shipping and import fees. If you buy a doll brand new, it's $140 in Canada. So, well, more like $145 because you're paying taxes. But anyways, $140. So $150, and she came with all that stuff. I'm not too mad about the work that she needs done, so I bought her like a $20 wig and planning on replacing her wig very shortly. So is she a little bit of a regret? Maybe, because maybe I would have waited for a doll that had better hair. But that being said, Felicity is kind of a hard doll to find for a good price. And I wanted specifically this one because she had the bright green eyes and the purple dress, which is the one I remember growing up with. So next we have two dolls which are very similar in price range. So when I was budgeting for getting a Cecile and Nellie, I said that I didn't want to spend more than $200, and that includes the shipping and the import fees. I wanted a Nellie, and I was looking at a Nellie, and it was for $150, and she came with her spring dress, her pajamas, and I should have gotten it, but people on the internet said, don't buy it, that's too expensive for Nellie. But I totally shouldn't have listened to them and gotten that Nellie for $150. But anyways, I had to pay more than that for these dolls. So my point is, don't listen to other people when it comes to how much things cost, and make your own decisions about whether or not something is worth it, and don't listen to random people on Facebook. But I have this Cecile doll here who I thought I was gonna have to pay $180, and that's what I budgeted for because they didn't list the import fees on the listing. So I was expecting when the package to arrive that they were going to ask for money. They didn't. So I ended up paying $160 for her. And she came with her hat and her dress and her book, but I already had a copy of her book, so I just donated that. And she was like $110 with free shipping in the United States. But then the seller said they would still offer free shipping to Canada. And I was like, oh, okay, awesome. So I got her for $160. Her hair was in really, really good condition. As you can see, it's not perfect. I know some people out there are like, oh, like my doll's hair needs to be perfect. For me, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it's really good. You can still see the defined curls. Here, I'm gonna show you. So like this is her wig here. Oh, I don't know if you can see the detail. So yeah, is it perfect? No, but it's good enough for me. And I hardly even notice it. And her hair is so easy to take care of. Like you don't brush it, you don't touch it, you don't do anything. So easy to take care of. I got $160 for Cecile, and she didn't have her shoes, which maybe if I was gonna buy it all again, I would try to get the boots, because finding boots has proven to be difficult. But I made her necklace and things and gave her white ribbons to be more accurate to what she would have been originally. But overall, I think $160 for a Cecile, you know, is pretty good. And that's Canadian prices. So next we have my most expensive doll in my collection, and I was planning on spending, like I said, $200 on her. Did not spend $200 on her with shipping and all that included. She came in her full meat outfit with her hair bow, her tights, her shoes, and her dress. She was like in perfect condition. Like I don't think the person ever like played with her. Like her limbs were very stiff. Same thing with Cecile. I don't think anyone really played with Cecile, and her arms and legs were pretty stiff. And she was 180, and Nellie was 180, and that includes shipping and import fees. And she's in really good condition. As you can see, she's almost in like perfect condition. And I did make her the little cross necklace, as you can see. I always said I would never spend more than what I spent on Nellie, but that's proven to be slightly difficult because prices are going up, and there's, you know, if you think about it, the $200 is like the cost of a create your own in US dollars. So it's like $250 to get a create your own in Canadian dollars. So if I ever wanted to create your own, that would be more than my Nellie. I really love the new special edition Sapphire girl. I forget what she's called. I really like her, but I don't think I would get her because the shipping would be crazy in Canada and the conversion rate would be crazy. But if I did want her, then that would be more than Nellie. So I don't know how long I'm going to stick with that rule of never spending more money than I did on a Nellie, because Nellie and Cecile are the most important to me because they were the ones that I really wanted as a kid, but I couldn't get Nellie because she was retired, and Cecile because she retired too quickly. So these two dolls are the most like important in my collection as an adult collector. I do have dolls from my childhood that mean a lot, but as an adult doll collector, these two are the most important, and that's why I was willing to spend more on them than the other dolls. But overall, compared to what I've seen some other people spend on like customs and stuff like that, I think those are pretty good prices. And that is it for my video. That is how much I spent on my dolls. The one, like I said, the ones from my childhood, I didn't really include because I don't really remember how much I paid for at the time. A lot of them were just brand new, so the standard, $100 American. As always, I didn't make this video to brag. It's just dolls are really, really important to me, and also finding a really good deal is very important to me. So I kind of wanted to make this video to show people that you can get great deals on dolls, and it's okay to spend a little bit more on a doll that you feel like is important, even though somebody else might not spend that money on the same doll. Some people just like American Girl dolls in general, and they don't have favorite characters or types of dolls, and that's completely fine. And they don't mind buying a really cheap doll as long as it's an American Girl doll. But for me, as an adult doll collector, I have very specific characters, like the historical line, that are really important to me. So I'm willing to spend a little bit more money to get the specific characters that I want. I hope you found this video helpful and educational, and maybe answered some questions, because as you can see, I bought a lot of my dolls used. So it can seem like I spent a lot of money in my collection, and sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't. I find some really good deals if you're just patient and persistent on eBay and at thrift stores. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Lynn Life for making the original version of this video, and I'll see you guys next time with another American Girl video.